A steady rise in confirmed cases is certainly eye-catching. Governor Reynolds says that her team continues to evaluate the data and is confident that for now, the restrictions that are in place are helping flatten the curve. KCAU-9 reporter Hannah Adamson spent the day talking with local experts about the issue, and tonight shares what they and the governor are saying.
Tim, many Iowans are wondering how long it could be before we face a stay-at-home order in the state. However, Siouxland health officials tell me we may be doing more in the state to curb the spread of COVID-19 than states with such an order.
Today, we have 66 new positive cases.
As COVID-19 cases continue to go up nationwide, Iowa remains one of 5 states, along with Nebraska and South Dakota, without a stay-at-home order.
It's a very fluid situation. It is being looked at, monitored, and decisions are being made when they need to be made.
Though so far not issuing a statewide order, Governor Kim Reynolds says she could place more restrictions on heavily impacted parts of the state. Reynolds releasing documents Wednesday detailing the state benchmarks officials are using to judge the severity of COVID-19 in Iowa. A point system taking into account age, population, long-term care outbreaks, and how many cases require hospitalization, each category worth a possible 3 points. As of April 1st, over 63% of COVID-19 patients in Iowa did not require hospitalization, just one of the contributing factors keeping Reynolds from issuing a mandate.
As long as those measures are working and Iowans are following that throughout the state and in Woodbury County, that's all we can really ask for folks to do.
Socknott and Tyler Brock with Siouxland District Health tell me despite no stay-at-home order for now, that doesn't mean Iowa officials are not setting strict guidelines.
The things that we're doing now, in some respects, are even more stringent.
The governor has a lot of extremely intelligent people working for her, right beside her, providing her with the information that's being requested and information that's needed in order to make decisions.
Brock also tells me while the system provides a good baseline, the benchmarks are only part of what is being taken into consideration, adding the virus does not respect county lines.
When we create artificial boundaries, we're really just making an educated estimate with those kinds of things to see if that would be an effective way of doing it. But again, what's happening over in the eastern half of the state right now, there's really no reason to think that it can't hit a little bit higher in western Iowa.
Both Socknott and Brock also echoing the words of Governor Reynolds, saying Iowans should continue following all CDC guidelines regarding COVID-19, including social distancing and proper hygiene to help flatten the curve. Hannah Adamson, KCAU 9 News.